it's all yours. And I know, here you are.
Randy asked me to tell this story, and my thought is if I could leave anything to anybody. Come on in. Come on in.
Come in.
This is a true story. It's a story that happened to me, and I call this story my baboon. Though I call it my baboon, it really begins with elephants, because elephants are my favorite animal. Ever since I was a very little girl, every time I would see an elephant, my heart would just soar. So when I got old enough, I decided that I would go to Africa and see elephants in the wild. And I did once, back in the 1970s. Every morning we would go out in one of those vans. You've seen them, you know, with the tops. And one day after we had done our run in the morning, we were taken to this place for lunch. And as we drove up, the manager of the place came out. He was a very tall man with flowing white hair and mustaches. And he took us out to the back where we were to have our lunch. It was on a covered porch. Two-sided. Out in one area were beautifully manicured gardens and flowers, and over here to this side were some more gardens, but a row of trees. Well, we sat and had our lunch afterwards. The Samburu people came and sang a dance for us, and when we got finished, we were talking to them through an interpreter, when all of a sudden from those trees came this hue and cry and noise. And we turned and looked, and there was this troop of baboons that came out. Well, everybody got all excited. Oh, baboons, baboons, can we go over? And the manager said, yeah, but not too close. Remember, they're wild. So everybody went, and I'm standing there looking around, and all of a sudden, I'm the last person on the porch. This little city girl didn't like that at all. So I went a little closer out there. To my defense, I was not the farthest one out there. There were a lot of people a lot closer out there than I. And all of a sudden, I felt a little uncomfortable. So I turned to go back to the porch, and there he was, sitting, looking up at me. And I looked at him in the eyes for just a few seconds, till I remembered that sometimes when you look at an animal straight in the eyes, they take it as a challenge. I turned my head and I sat down. God in heaven, why did I sit down? Except I heard the manager go, it's all right, you did the right thing. Just stay calm. Everybody just stay calm. Stay calm. You're not the one sitting next to a wild baboon. I am going to die. I am going to die. Until I remembered that some animals can feel the fear in you. So I started, oh, brother baboon, my dear brother, we're both children of the universe. Please, brother baboon. I don't know why this happened, but all of a sudden, he reached out and grabbed my face. Have you ever seen in the movies where sometimes everybody else's time keeps going, but where you are just slows down? Mm-hmm. That really happens. My face started going closer to him. I still remember the feel of his very coarse and smelly hair on my cheek. And then my ear hit his chest. And I know I heard his beating heart. And I was surprised because his heart was beating with the same lub-dub rhythm that mine beats. And I didn't expect that. It really is my brother baboon. All of a sudden there was this squeal. I was pushed away. My time caught up with everybody else's. I was rolling. Are you okay? Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. And I turned to look, and they were all scampering back into the bushes. And I was really disappointed because I couldn't tell which one was my baboon. Now, this was a very special moment to me, as you can imagine. And there are times I think about it a lot. And here are the times when I think about it. By profession, I am a social worker in a hospital. And there are times I'm called upon to sit with people who are homeless and maybe haven't had the opportunity to bathe recently. Or substance abusers who nod off mid-sentence, theirs or mine. Or really mentally ill people. And I don't know what I have to give them or do for them or what they want from me. And I will admit to you that because I am not as fully realized a human being as I would like to be, there are moments when I get what I call an ew moment. And I know you all have had them too. We just start to feel ew. And that's when I remember that baboon. And I say to myself, Joan Zelenka, you sat on the bare earth of Africa recognizing kinship with a baboon. Surely you can sit with the wretched of your own species and do the same. And so that's the moment when I look into their eyes, and in my mind, I listen for their beating hearts. You do the same. Listen.